Hearing Charlie's question, Isaac exclaimed, "Master, then do you think, who is responsible for this matter?" Charlie thought for a while and said, "I currently think that the Sioux family is most likely to be the instructors behind him." "The Sioux family?" Isaac said, dumbfounded. "Master, why did the Sioux family do something to the two women?" "There is no reason," Charlie said with a serious expression. "I really want to tell you the reasons. I think there are many. This Aunt Leona resolutely wants to divorce Zin. This in itself hurts the face of the Sioux family. Zin must be dissatisfied. It must be the same the Sioux family." "Old man." Isaac nodded and said, "For any family with a face, if a wife or daughter-in-law wants to divorce publicly, it will definitely damage the family's face, but there is no need for such a cruel hand." Charlie said, "After all, it's a big family. Sometimes I feel that face is above everything else. What's more, Aunt Leona and Zin are not just divorced. Why did she travel all the way to Oru's Hill? You know, I know, so many people in Eastcliff's big family must also know." Isaac nodded and sighed. "It's true, back then, the second lady of the Dew family liked your father's things, and everyone knows this in Eastcliff. Now she comes to Oru's Hill and participates in this event. At the auction, the old house where your father lived was taken at a high price of tens of millions. As everyone knows, she must still have not forgotten your father in her heart." Charlie sighed with a melancholic expression, and said, "I'm very surprised by her feelings for my father, but the more surprised I am, the more I can't help but look at the problem from another angle." Isaac hurriedly asked, "Master, what is the other direction you are talking about? My mind is a bit dull at the moment, I really don't understand." Charlie said indifferently, "The other direction is naturally Zin. If Aunt Leona hasn't forgotten my father for so many years, she has been married to Zin for so many years, does she have true feelings for Zin?" Isaac fell silent for a moment. After a while, he suddenly realized, "I see. Her family came to Oru's Hill to commemorate your father. She also publicly participated in this auction and won the old house where your father lived. This is almost equivalent to telling others. She has been in love with your father for so many years, so she must have never loved Zin for so many years. This is a great shame for him." "That's right." Charlie sighed, "So I suspect that the man behind the scenes pushing all of this in front is probably Zin." Isaac frowned and said, "Master, Ziyu is the flesh and blood of Zin. Even if he hates Leona, it is absolutely impossible to harm Ziyu together with her?" "Yes," Charlie said, "tiger poison still doesn't eat seeds. Zin shouldn't attack Ziyu. Maybe Ziyu is just a blindfold." Isaac said helplessly, "The Sioux family has always had no ethics in doing things. What you said may be the truth of the matter." Charlie said at this time, "If the Sioux family really wants that Aunt Leona to die, then I won't let them do it." After all, Charlie immediately said to Isaac, "Mr. Isaac, immediately investigate the specific location of the Rolls-Royce, and prepare the helicopter." When Isaac heard this, he immediately asked, "Master, do you want to save his wife?" Charlie sneered and said, "The enemy's enemy is my friend. I can even save Sue Ruoli, let alone Leona or Ziyu." Isaac immediately said, "Okay, Master. I will let someone track the location of the car and get the helicopter ready." Technology is developing rapidly now, and most models will be equipped with certain remote functions. If it's worse, you can remotely check the position of the car, the fuel level, and the closing of the doors and windows. The better ones can remotely open and close the door, even start the car and start the air conditioner remotely. For example, some new energy vehicles can even be called remotely and operated by mobile phones, so that the car can drive over to find the driver instead of the driver. Although Rolls-Royce does not have the function of remote summoning, other remote functions are complete and working. Among them, the position of the car can be obtained in real time from the software of the Rolls-Royce Center. Soon, Isaac's men sent him the trajectory of the car. After he saw it, he said, "Master, Shred drove into the mountains. In the mountains? Charlie frowned. What exactly is the location? Isaac hurriedly said, it's the direction of the Champs Ely Spa Hotel. Okay. Charlie immediately ordered. Now turn to your hotel and take a helicopter to intercept his car in advance. Isaac blurted out, Master, Shred is strapped with explosives. Are you sure to subdue him? Charlie sneered and said disdainfully, if I want to, I can make Shred not even able to blink, let alone press the detonation switch. That's good? Isaac breathed a sigh of relief and hurried to the hotel. At the same time, he immediately took out his mobile phone and ordered the helicopter pilot of the hotel to prepare. At this moment, it was Shred who was already driving a Rolls-Royce, swiftly driving towards the mountainous area south of Orus Hill. This is the route that Elder Sus men arranged for him. After entering the mountain all the way from here, there is a winding mountain road of more than 30 kilometers. This road of more than 30 kilometers has no exit or entrance. As long as the car runs fast enough, no one can catch up. This is why Shred asked the police to prepare a Rolls-Royce. Ordinary cars running on mountain roads will have a very significant drop in power, but for a 12-cylinder behemoth like Rolls-Royce, even on mountain roads, the power is completely sufficient, enough to keep away from chasing soldiers. Moreover, the other party had already arranged a way for Shred to get rid of his luggage. When Shred drives the car into a 2-kilometer-long tunnel on the Panshin Highway, 2 cars immediately will have an accident at the entrance of the tunnel and completely block the tunnel for other traffic. He will drive the car to the center of the tunnel. A safety island specially used for emergency parking is the spot for him. According to the requirements, he will kill Leona and Ziyu there. After killing the mother and daughter, he would discard the bodies on the island as planned, and then drive on. There will be a container truck waiting near the tunnel. When the time comes, he will drive the Rolls-Royce directly into the container truck, and the other party will use the prepared goods to hide the Rolls-Royce in it, and unknowingly transport it away. Moreover, the container truck that was going to meet Shred was also equipped with powerful signal shielding equipment. Even if the Rolls-Royce was equipped with 100 GPS devices, it would never be discovered. At that time, the Rolls-Royce Center will find that this car has not come out since entering the tunnel. The police will first concentrate on searching for his whereabouts in the tunnel. By the time the police realized that he might have escaped from their shell, he had already escaped a long way.